Ooh. Hey everybody. We'll give everybody a few minutes to come on board. As soon as everybody gets here, we'll get started. Okay. Because my group is a lot smaller from some of the other groups that I do tutorials on, when I get to about 3 or 5 people, if I get that lucky on a Friday night, we'll just have to see what happens. We will get going. We're going to talk about what we're going to do tonight and a couple different techniques. Oh, Lord. I don't even know what I look like. I got my cleaning clothes / crafting clothes on. I got a good combination of everything. So like I said, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes. It is Friday night. A lot of people go out to eat. I'll wait a couple more minutes and see what happens. If we get lucky and get 3 or 4 people, I'll go ahead and do the live. It's not about how many get here. It's just if somebody learns something new or something useful, okay? I'm just getting a couple things together. I came up with a bunch of ideas all at one time. So I wasn't sure. Y'all, I got a wild hair hanging. Wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. But I know I wanted to play with some alcohol inks, because there's so many different ways you can use these alcohol inks. Hey, all right, we got 6 people. All right, let's see. Somebody send me a message. I'm going to put this hair up in a bun. I got my hair all over my head, okay? Hold on just a second. Let me see if I got a hair bow on top of my head. So, I hear somebody knocking at the door, but y'all can hear my dogs barking, but guess what? I learned how to close the door, so they can't get in here, and they're not so loud, and y'all don't have to listen to that. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to open this curtain. There should be plenty of light, but I am going to open this curtain. So I've got some extra light in here. Well, hell, it's getting dark outside, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I didn't realize it was that dark. But anyway, all right. So, hey guys, we got 9 people. Hey, Miss Candace. Oh my God, I can't believe I found you. I can't believe I found you. I'm doing good. Hey, Miss Cindy. Hey, Miss Beautiful, right back at you. I have been, y'all know how it is. I know every one of you women struggle, probably just like me, with some of the craziness of everyday life. I used to work full time, but I don't do that anymore. So those of you who are still working and trying to craft and got kids and grandbabies and all that stuff, like, kudos to you, because whew, just an everyday life with 2 grandchildren. I keep 2 every day, and sometimes I have a little more or a little less, but y'all, I don't know how y'all doing it if you working and doing all that good stuff, okay? I'm going to explain to you everything I'm doing here. I'm just saying who else we get. All right, hey, Miss Tammy. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Anitra. What are you doing, girl? So, listen, guys. We're going to play with some alcohol inks tonight. I wanted to show y'all some super, super cool techniques that you may already know about, okay? These may be completely new to you, and they may be something you've done before already, okay? I just want to explain a couple of them to you and give you some new ideas, something you might want to utilize, or if you're ever playing and you just want to, you know, get into some stuff, you'll have something new to try, okay? So we have, well, how are you, Miss Cindy? Carolyn, hey, Tammy, golly, we got everybody tonight. I'm so, y'all, I didn't think anybody'd show up. It's Friday night, and if you're like me, you're still wearing leggings and, absolutely nothing and looking like this, looking like a hot mess. So I'm going to explain to y'all what we're doing here, okay? All I'm doing right now is cleaning these little things that I usually throw away, but now I'm into this recycling stuff, so I keep everything and clean it myself. I don't know if y'all are doing that. This stuff gets expensive. Hey, Miss Ashley, how are you? All right, guys, so tonight we're going to be working on some alcohol inks in a couple different ways. Let's get started. So what I've done here, of course, and I took a poll to see how many people are super, super new at this. How many people have been doing this for a while. Because I don't want to always concentrate on doing the stuff that people already know how to do. But I want to be able to focus on those who are new joining this looking for help. Okay? So I do want to say this to everybody. I'm very glad you turned in. But if you are new, and we're explaining some stuff that seems a little over the top or a little over your head, or you haven't experienced that kind of thing yet, and you need a little bit more help, I am always available, okay? Hey, Miss Donna. Hey, Greta. Hey, Julie. How are you doing? All right. There's Miss Nelson. So I want to open that up to you, okay? It might not be 5 minutes that I answer you, but I promise you it'll be within an hour or two. Only because there are a lot of things going on and my husband's not working. And I love my husband so much, y'all. Y'all just don't know how much I love my husband. But if you ever had to spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with your husband, of course, he's probably saying the same thing about me outside. If you ever had to sit in the house with her for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But anyway, I love him. But I never knew he was a needy person. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding, Vince, if you're on here listening. He tickles me, y'all. I love the man to death. But Lord have mercy, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. So this is my little quiet time. I came in here to meditate with y'all and smell the epoxy. All right, let's see what we're doing. Hey, Miss Amy. All right, here we go, guys. Listen, I bought this little coffee cup, and I want to say this is a 14-ounce coffee cup because the 16s are a little bit bigger. I think, don't quote me on that, I prep a lot of cups, and this is not perfect, y'all. This thing, like I said, I do a lot of cups for you guys. If I like them, I might decide to keep one. If I think it's worthy of selling, I'll sell it. But a lot of these cups that I do, I will strip. Just because sometimes I'm playing. And on this cup, I'm going to play with a couple different types of ways to use the alcohol ink, so it's probably going to be one that I strip. But for me, it's fun just to teach y'all so that y'all don't have to be afraid to try it yourself, okay? There you are, Miss Lori. I'm glad you made it too. I'm very glad to have you. So listen, 14-ounce coffee mug, comes with a lid. Don't think it's a pop top. Came from Hog. I order most of my cups from either stainlesssteeldepot.com, and they're all Hog cups, or I do get cups from Yvonne Perry, who owns Micomania for You. And I'll put the links at the top of this when we're done and just kind of give you an idea of where I got everything. You don't have to get stuff from where I get it. I don't get paid to promote anybody. I just know the companies that I've done business with, and I know their like track record. You know what I'm saying? I actually tried to order some cups from China, and it took them about 3 months to get here. I think I got a bad shipment, but I do get cups from mostly those two people. And every once in a blue moon, I order from Mother Tumblers. Okay, so anything I've said, if you missed it, you can either watch the replay or you can send me a message if you don't remember. But I'll put them all at the top. Vinster rocks. So do you. You know I'm picking on him, Julie. You know I love that man. But, woof, girl, me and him in the same room, we are total opposites. It's probably why we get along for 17 years. But, whew. See, I have to talk real fast because he won't listen. I don't know if your husbands do the same thing, y'all. But if I don't get out what I got to say in 2 minutes, he ain't gonna hear none of it after 2 minutes and 1 second. Just gonna do. But I'm probably the same way. So there you go. All right, guys. On this one, we're gonna do 2 different techniques. Okay. I want to talk to you about prepping. Some of you, this will be very quick. And if you are a newbie and you need more help, please send me a message. I'll be glad to get on whatever this is, FaceTime live talk, like in just between me and you, and we'll talk about something that maybe you didn't know. But prepping basically means sanding, using a Scotch-Brite pad. I use the red Scotch-Brite pads from like Home Depot. They're really, really rough, and I just scuff my cup up real good, wash it with Dawn, clean it real good after it dries with alcohol, let it sit, and then I'm ready to paint. Somebody's going to say, why do you do all that before you paint? Why can't you just paint? Trust me, I made cups in the beginning without prepping my cups, and I was going to keep a sample of a cup the other day. I found one when we moved, and the whole top of it peeled off. The epoxy, the decals, the inks, everything, all the way down to the bare metal because I didn't prep my cup. So it's real important in case you're new, okay? There is also a company named Christy Taylor's, ChristyTaylorCreations.com. I will list that company in the top also. I'm sure everybody in the crafting community has already heard about Miss Christy, and her husband's doing okay, but they have a great, she's on YouTube. If you've never seen her, you can still watch some of her lives. She did pass away with COVID not long ago, but her company is still going strong. So you can, instead of spray painting, you can use her paints. I'm reaching over here. They're called Pathalon paints, okay? Very nice clay-based paint. It's like a chalk paint almost. So if it's pouring down rain and I got 10 cups to prep and I'm like, oh my God, I can't paint till tomorrow. It's going to hold me up a day. Use a big paintbrush. I usually use this one. just because I like a fat brush because it gets it done really quickly. But you just dip this in, paint it on, and that is your prep vase. So if I was doing this is more of a, I think this is like an ivory color if I remember right. And of course you can see this is red, no doubt, but you can use that as your base paint for anything. It dries very quickly. Okay, so just keep those in mind. I will list her webpage at the top of the live when it's over also, okay? I was going to tell you something else. Somebody was asking me the other day, does it matter what kind of paint you use? Okay. What's this? Yep, been there, done that. LOL. I know. Julie's crazy, y'all. Candace. I called today to see if they were still available, and her husband said absolutely. Thank you, Candace. I know he's had a really hard time. This was a shock, y'all. Christy was doing amazing. Went in the hospital, went on a ventilator, and as far as any details, we'll just leave it at that. But I think passed away very shortly after. Very, very sweet woman. She lives in the same town I do. We met at a crafting fair, and she was selling cups, I was selling cups, and there was a guy between us. So it's me, a guy between us, and her. And we were like looking at each other going, oh my God. You know, we just had that look, but it really wasn't, because I was smiling and she was smiling. I was like, she's as crazy as I am. I'm going to go over there and talk to her. So we wound up striking up a conversation. Thank you, Miss LaDonna. Y'all, there's my lady. Girl, I don't know if you knew about my Facebook going batty about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And I haven't seen anything about anybody in like 2 weeks. I could get on and look, but I couldn't make a comment or nothing. LaDonna is my real good friend. She lives up near Hendersonville, North Carolina, about an hour and a half from me. And I'm going to have to come see you real soon because we need a lunch date. But she has had some health issues, and she owns Heroes VIP. It's a page. It's another crafting page just like this one. You might catch me over there doing some lives. I had to slow down a little bit, but I think I'm going to get geared back up. And she also sells glitters, guys, and they're beautiful. Y'all check her out. Miss LaDonna, shamelessly, just throw your website page up there. It doesn't bother me a bit, honey, and I hope you're doing okay. Hey, Miss Mary, Anitra, just lost my... I am so sorry about your dad, Anitra. I'm going to tell you, this COVID, y'all, I will tell you this while I'm doing some things, okay? This COVID, people, I mean, we hear about the news. You can't help but hear about the news. It's every day something about COVID. And, you know, at first, nobody really took it serious. Then a couple people were like, oh, what if this does happen? And now we're here. Now, my husband had COVID in December. And the funny thing about his COVID, he had a high fever for like 3 days, 105, refused to go to the hospital, so forth, so on. Recovered from COVID about a week and a half later. Well, 2 months, I guess it was in February, he woke up with a massive headache, tremors. His hands were shaking, his head was bobbing, everything. We're making appointments for neurologists as we speak. But they believe he's having inflammation in the brain caused by COVID. Have y'all ever heard of such a thing? And I have another friend in the same town I'm in. Her first name's Stephanie. That's all I'll tell you about her. 32 years old. Healthy as a horse. We were in the same line of work. We were both script techs and OR nurses. And she got COVID. Got better. Never went in the hospital. Anything. 2 months later, she did the same thing. Only hers affected her feet. 32 years old, she's learning to walk again. I saw her at her husband's dad's funeral the other day, and she's walking with a walker, y'all. Her feet are clubbing. And precious girl, precious, sweet heart, will do anything for you. But y'all, this, I'm telling you, they don't know everything about it, I don't think. Let's see, Lori, she has some amazing, yes, she does, Lori. There it is. LaDonna got it up there, guys. So that's her webpage. I'm still going to link it at the top when we're done, okay? I'm going to link her, Yvonne, Miss Christy, and some of the Tumblr sites. I'm going to list everything. It'll just be web links to everywhere, okay? Dad got pneumonia and had to go on a ventilator. I'm telling you, it ain't no joke, guys. And then we had another friend, the one I was telling you about, Stephanie. Her husband's dad passed away 2 days after he got the shot. Never had COVID. 2 days later, he died. So, anyway, all right, let's go. We got to go. Okay. So, coffee cup, prepped, painted. Paint, just to keep in mind, a little trick to the trade in case you didn't know it. If you use a flat or a satin paint and you're in a crunch time, it dries quicker than a gloss. Doesn't matter which paint you use. That's what I was telling you a while ago. Somebody had asked me. Whichever paint you want to use, I use the paint and primer just because it's a little thicker paint. if you are using the 97-cent paint from Walmart, the little cheap, I think it's called Color Shade or something, I don't know. But it's like 98 cents a can. Do yourself a favor, put it on the back shelf. Don't touch it no more. It takes about 3 coats to really cover a cup the way it should be covered. And for the $3.96 for a good can of paint, you can paint it in 1 spray. Okay? So that's just another little secret trick. You can buy whatever you want to buy. Okay? Let's see. Did you see my comment about... I did not, Greta. You'll have to share it with everybody on here, and I'll try and peek in. That way I ain't keeping everybody all night. But I do want to know about it. My husband's thinking about getting the shot, and I have lupus, and I'm not doing it. I just fearful. I wear my mask, and I'll go with it. So, for this cup, we're picking no particular colors or theme. I'm going to show you a couple different things that I know people are doing with alcohol tumblers, especially now that it's spring, because they're kind of like a watercolor. Now, you can do this with watercolor paint because it dries just as fast. Use blue and silver. You want me to use blue and silver? Buy it all. You're so bad. Buy it all. Skylar's my son, and he is in the backyard probably looking at me through the window where it's dark outside. And if he knocks on the window, I'm going to tell you, don't scare me while I'm on the live because it looks ugly. And then my other son just walked in with my twin grandbaby, one of them. Say hey. Say hey. Let him say hey real quick. I got to do this live real quick. I'm in there. Say hey, baby. You want to come be popular? Hey. So this is one of the twins, guys. Ooh, let's don't show the ninnies. Hey. You see you up there? You want to paint with me? Oh, you go to Daddy because you're going to get to crying. Give me a kiss. Braxton can come help me. You want to help me, Braxton? Well, come on.
I'm going to let my daddy get out.
Okay. So I'm going to get help from Braxton, my grandson. So this is what you're going to do, guys. Just pick some pretty colors to go together. It's spring, okay? Stop it. I told you. Dude. Oh, God, I got chill bumps. My other son's at the window. See, this is why I can't do lives, guys. This is why I can't do lives. This is my grandson, Braxton. He's my firstborn grandbaby from my side of the family. Now, I've got a 15-year-old grandson and a bunch more from my husband's side, but they're all my grandbabies, ain't you? You gonna tell him hey? Hey. It's a beautiful boy. I'm gonna pick some pastel colors. I may throw in a few other colors just so y'all can see. Hey, Mama. Miss Joy, I sent you a... I needed to read your shirt today. Isn't that adorable? Look, this shirt's ruined, but inhale, exhale. Miss Joy, I sent you a message right before I got on here. Y'all, Miss Joy owns Glitzology Glitter. I have to get all my words together. She's got some amazing stuff. She does molds and buy-ins and all kinds of stuff. Miss Joy, if you've got any sales, you please send them to me and I'll post them on this page for everybody, okay? Look, Miss Cindy said, hey, handsome. He is a pretty. Yes, ma'am. I'm a grandma, Anitra. I've got 15 of them, and I just found out a couple days ago I got one more coming in November. And after that, I think I only got one that can have babies. Hey, Braxton, you're that April. You see her right there? She's telling you, hey. He loves him some Aunt April. All right, guys, let's do this, okay? I know I've been keeping y'all. I'm going to let you help me, too. Let me get seated back. I feel like I'm going to fall on the floor, guys. So I'm going to let him do the drops, and then we're going to do the work, okay? So, first, alcohol ink. I just laid out, I don't know if I can see this. I got about 30 glitters here, and I got my hundreds and hundreds back here. But I picked out some pastel Easter-y colors. I know Easter's coming up, but it still can be used for spring. It can be used all year round, really. April said, hey, Braxton from Aunt April. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you scaring me. So this is actually one of Christy Taylor's inks, y'all. Excuse me. This is her Spectral Spirits. It's an Anna Yellow. Big bottles compared to, I'm going to let you pour it in a minute, okay? Compared to a Pinata bottle, okay? Very equivalent in price, okay? She does have regular alcohol inks just like these. I'm pretty sure I just dropped something in the floor over here. Yeah, I think it's on this side of me, babe. She has, thank you. She has the metallics also. You can tell, of course, because of the BB, but this is a purple Aphrodite purple. She's got many, many, many colors, y'all. If it failed, don't worry about it. We'll get another one. So we're going to start with something with some color so that y'all can kind of see what we're doing and get an idea, okay? We got to do, yes, Miss Anitra, I'll send you my number after this is over. And that way we can stay in contact a little better. Sometimes Facebook's a little difficult to get into, okay? All right, Braxton, I'm going to let you practice one time. Take this. Get your kids involved, y'all. Grandbabies. Let them participate. If you're worried about messing up a cup, I totally get it. This is just going to be a fun cup. They can help. Drip me one drop. Let's see how good you are. Okay, squeeze it easy. You can turn it up a little bit more. Good job. All right, now I know you can do it, right? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to drip a drop anywhere on this cup. You pick where you want to drop a drop. It won't mess up. Don't worry about it. If you mess it up, we'll fix it. Good job. Drop me a couple more. Just in the same area, like right there. You got to tilt it up a little bit. Good job. All right, let's work with them and see what we get, okay? Y'all, for this way that we're going to do first, you just drop a drop on a plain cup. No epoxy, okay? Not right yet. We're going to do it like this. It does. What I'm doing, I've got assortment over here. I've got hundreds of brushes, guys. I pick them up at the Dollar Tree for like 20 brushes for $1. But I'm going to use some different sizes, okay? And just figure out which one I like best. We're going to do some more in a minute. So it's already kind of spreading like it wants to. This is those veiny cups with the watercolors, okay? Just turned on. What size is this mug? This mug right here, I think, is a 14-ounce hog tumbler from Stainless Steel Depot. You gonna come back and help me? Okay. Got it from Stainless Steel Depot. I think our cost for this cup, it may have been a clearance or a sellout. It might have been $6 or $6.50. If not, I think most of their cups are like $7. And you can usually sign up for their emails and they'll let you know when they got free shipping. But if you spend so much, you get free shipping anyway. Okay? So just so y'all know. And I haven't mixed epoxy yet, but for this one, for my first coat, it would be a pretty thin coat because it's not glitter. I wouldn't do a flood coat. I'd probably, you could get away with about 5 mLs, 2.5 and 2.5, combined to 5. But because I'm not real skimpy on it, I'll probably use 7 or 10 of each because I may be able to get away with just 2 coats of epoxy on this and not use a 3rd coat. Okay? All right. And like I said, you can get away with 2.5 and 2.5. So what we're going to do for this cup, now you've seen this on there. I'm going to do this by hand, but I am going to stick it back on here for the other type of alcohol ink we're going to do, okay? So all I'm doing is sticking this brush in the isopropyl alcohol, okay? And I'm just going to kind of go around. You're basically wanting to make veins, but you're wanting to take your other alcohol inks, and you can spread it. Y'all, if this thing drips, it is no harm, no foul. What I'm looking for are these things. Can y'all see that? Like to cause veins with the pastel look. I know that sounds crazy. And you can play and play and play forever. But basically, I watched a tutorial. Y'all, I watch tutorials about every day just because I want to learn. I'm gonna let Braxton do one in a minute. Because y'all, they can do this. Okay? When I switch colors, I usually clean the brush too. But see how I got that big chunk of green? All you're going to do is put the alcohol in the middle and kind of push up. And see how the alcohol follows the other line? It's called chasing the alcohol, basically, which is kind of comical. I'm not in my 20s anymore, but I guess that's what we're doing today. So all I'm doing, you see what I'm doing? Because you're going to do the next one, okay? So we're just going to take and kind of push the alcohol where you want it to be. And like I said, there is no rhyme or reason, y'all. I can drag this like that if I want to. It doesn't matter. You can't mess these cups up. The biggest thing that you're shooting for is to have that veiny look right there, okay? So it's basically making it thinned out, and I'm gonna turn it to you. I know this is hard to see me, so we're just making the dark vein is the most important. That's the most important thing that we need on the cup. It's not really even important because after you add a couple different colors on here, it's not really gonna matter, okay? I'm just gonna do a little bit more pushing this around. We're going to let Braxton do one. And he can't mess it up. And if he does, guess what, guys? It can be fixed. That's what's really cool. There's no epoxy on it. You don't have to strip the cup. You just got to wet it down with some alcohol. And this stuff will come off. Okay? But if you really look, now, it's not all the way done, guys. But can you see how pretty this would be when you have these dark colors? And after you have these dark colors, what you do is you come back and you can take, I'm going to reach around you, baby doll. You can take, hold on, I'm reaching for that gold jar. You can take this. I don't particularly like silver. That's more of a Christmas thing to me for some reason. But you take little tiny gold flakes and set them in here, just really pretty and dainty. Okay, it'll look really pretty, I promise. All right, so we're going to let Braxton do one, just so y'all can see. Let's see if anybody's saying, hello, just up, jumped on. What size is this mug? Oh, I just answered, Ashley. I'm sorry. All right, you're going to drop your own drop. Drop me a drop. Let's finish up this time. Drop me a drop right there. If it runs, don't worry about it. There you go. Good. All right, you're going to take this. Go ahead and set it down. And then I'm going to give you this. This is alcohol, okay? So it smells funny. I want to go ahead and tell you it smells funny so it won't make you gross out. And anything you spill or get on your hands, wipe it on Grandma, okay? So we're going to dip it in there, and you're going to do it next time. Now take your brush, and all you're doing is try to leave a line like Grandma did, but get in the middle and mix it up a little bit. Can you do it? See how much it changes the colors? Oh, Lord, his lines look better than mine. What are you doing? Let me turn it this way. We'll get it to run. You're doing good. Look at you. That looks good. Let's see what's over here. Go ahead and doctor that up. I'm going to show y'all what he's doing, y'all. I'm not going to keep, just wipe it on me. I don't care. This is my craft shirt, baby. So I'm going to show y'all what he did. Now, Braxton is, oh, Lord, 7. Okay? He's in the 3rd grade? 2nd grade. Second grade. All right, you want to show them what you did so far? So, oh, get that little dot so we show them. Just wet it right there. All right, go ahead and rinse it in your alcohol and wipe it off on here. So his is the one that's more right here, okay? He did that all the way around, okay? If you were to see a spot and see how, I mean, he's got the great veins in that, guys. Look, I hope that's not a glare. We got a couple places that are light, but all you got to do is go back and add more alcohol in. But that's the goal we're going for. It's just, and it looks goofy right now. I know somebody's saying, what in the world is she trying to teach us? It looks like nothing. But we're going to do another color so you can see when you start adding other colors.
Where do you get your gold flakes?
Honestly, you can get them about anywhere. I got my first set of gold flakes, which I think were these. It was either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, because I wanted to try some, and I was going to put them in a tray mold. And then Childs & Childs had some gold flakes. That's another company with Freddie and Trevor Childs. They have a glitter company called childsandchilds.co, and he has beautiful glitters too, and this was his gold foil. And I think Yvonne Perry, I just saw recently on her page that she's selling gold foil, I think. I have to go back and check that, and I'll let y'all know. But yeah, Greta, you can get them about anywhere. They sell it on Amazon too. It's pretty cheap. But you can get them about anywhere. The thing I have noticed, y'all, I have a trimmer. So my hands, it won't do it too bad like this. You can see it a little bit. But when I turn my hands like that, it's awful. It won't. And then when I focus on it, because I know it's shaking, it drives me bananas. So gold flakes are hard for me to work with. So I make sure I tear them really small. Some people put a Candace Duncan, y'all, if you've never watched her on Micomania page, she can work with some foil now. She'll put a big old piece on and pull it off and tear it and put it in places and it looks beautiful. But me, I have to do a little piece at a time, because if I do too much, I can't get it loose. Because my hands shake. I have to make my own chocolate milk. All right, you want to do me another drop? All right, let's see where we're going to put this. Let's put this one right here in the middle of the screen. Give me one there. Perfect. And we'll let it roll. How about another one right here? I'm going to do this one, then you're going to do the next one. Okay? Same thing. See how we got all the green? All right, guys, so we're just going to add some pink in here. All we're trying to do is get some more colors going in here. What color is that, Braxton? Can you read it?
Okay.
Does it just say pink, or is it a different color pink? Let me see. Flamingo pink. And I can share these with you. And this is actually a Ranger ink. Y'all, I own Ranger, Brie Reese, Jacquard, the Pinatas. I got Christie's inks. I'm trying to look at all the different inks I've got. I've got a ton of inks. I'm going to show y'all something else too in just a second. So all I'm doing is going back, kind of blending, trying to get my veins in here right. Is everybody... See if they're okay, and then come right back to me. I hear a dog barking. Make sure they're not killing my dogs. All right. I've got 4 dogs now, y'all. Y'all know I'm an animal activist lover, like, slash, my husband's going to divorce me if I get any more animals. But, I've got 4 dogs now, and my son's here with Cara, his dog. So we got 5 dogs, and there's a cat and a rabbit, 2 birds, 2 ferrets, It's bad today. But look, guys, we're just adding in. And you don't have to overlap it. And you can branch it out. Let's say you want to make this a really big spot. You don't want to sit here and do little spots. Okay? You can drag this out.
Hi, Grandma.
What you doing? There's TT Kitty. Don't you get TT's hair on this cup. I will cry. I will be like, oh my God. But we're probably not going to keep it. But it would get hair everywhere. That's why I don't let the animals in here. So you can make bigger spots, guys. Okay? All you got to do is stretch it out. Like this one. We'll make this a big spot. And all I do is get some more alcohol ink on here. Drop it to the middle so it'll kind of run for you. And as these outside lines go, that's what forms your veins. Because you're pushing from the outside to the edge. And I'm going to let Braxton do one here in just a second. I didn't know they were coming, guys. I'm glad they're here. So I apologize for the little interruptions. But y'all, it's all about some family with me. So when they show up, it is what it is. So that's really, really kind of cool. But we're going to add so many colors to this over time. See how this one's a little lighter, but the veins are starting to darken up on the edges. Okay. Are you good there, buddy? All right. Now, I'm going to let Braxton do one more color into the mix, and then I'm going to show you the second technique. Okay. Let's see. Who's beside you? I'm sorry, Zaja, I missed it. Yeah, this is Braxton. That's Uncle Sean's daughter. You see her? It's kind of a small picture. And then Aunt April was telling Zaja who it was. Lori's asking me, hey, Bridget, I love catching you live. I also love crafting with my grandkids, though they tend to be messy. I love Ask Braxton. Now, Braxton will tell you every time he comes, we do some kind of creation, don't we? Whether we're painting on canvas. Now, they love that, guys. I'll get out all the paints, the acrylic paints, and we've got 2 craft boards. So when we get the craft boards out, they put their canvases on it, and we always have a sheet down, and they paint. They get like 10 of these cups right here. No, we do these, don't we? Don't we use the bigger ones? We'll put out about 10 of these cups for each kid, and they can pick 10 different colors, and they go at it. I've got so many pictures in this house of the ones that the kids have painted, and every once in a while, I'll let them get in there and get in the glitter, and add some glitter if they want. You know, the guys typically don't like glitter, but it's kind of cute. I'm just adding a little bit to this. I kind of splotched it hard. I got excited talking. And I am going to let Braxton do one more. But we're going to add a different color. Okay. That one's wanting to run a good bit. I got a lot of... But that's good, because what it does, basically, is it's just covering your cup a lot faster if you get it really wet. And all I'm telling you, I'm not doing it in front of y'all. Let me show you what I'm doing. I apologize. It's hard to do. I'm putting my alcohol ink towards the middle of it, the colored line, and pushing it. And when you push it, it tends to make the line on the outside a little darker. Okay, so put it in the middle and push it out. And push it out. And if you don't like it, drop a little bit more pink on it, and you can spread it a little better. I kind of like it looking that. I'm going to spread these down. And if it starts to run, that's what they call chasing the ink. Okay? You're basically just wanting to keep all the ink out of the middle of your line. I'm trying to do it where y'all can see. Okay? Now, you would think this is not that cute of a cup, but when you get this whole cup done like that, y'all, it's gorgeous. It's like a watercolor. It's really, really pretty. Okay? Let's see. I was just making sure that I hadn't had any messages I missed. I'm going to bump my camera for a second, guys. I'm going to swipe it. You're going to see it jump. Just to make sure. Sometimes the messages freeze up. Okay? You're going to like this one. You want to do a color, or you want to do the next idea? Which one you want to do? You want to do the next idea? Okay. Now, you got to do something while I do something. We got to do this together. You can really do it as one person, but I'm going to make him participate with me. Okay? All right. What color we want to put on? You want to try yellow? No, yellow won't show up real good. How about, that's the green we used. How about, oh, I want to show you guys something too before we do go on to the next color. We were talking about inks. So, he's holding that ink. This is, of course, just a pinata, Jacquard pinata lime green ink. No metallic to it. But y'all, they make, here's a better idea. We'll do it this way. I'm going to show you one of a regular knot. So, that's a red. We might do that in a minute. Y'all, this is a Bria Reese ink. It's called Lake Blue. Don't look at my bottles. When I moved, a lot of them happened to do this, but if I had ink, I saved it. I'm going to pull it back here for a reason. Do these bottles look the same? Yes, we're not trying to make you crazy or anything. Look the same. They're made by the same company. Looks like alcohol ink, blah, blah, blah. I got these on sale. It was a pack of 5 for like $2, but one was missing. So I'm still thinking 50 cents a bottle. That's great. They're mine. I got them home, put epoxy on my cup, and watercolor. Okay? Watercolor ink. Yeah, we'll do that one. Watercolor ink will not work on epoxy because it just drips off. I've done another live where we did that. It just drips off the cup. But we can use watercolor ink for this cup because we're doing it dry, and then we're going back and adding epoxy later. So don't ever throw these away. They're great for canvases. They're great for whatever. So here's what we're going to do, Braxton. I'm going to put a drop of, we're going to do it right here in the middle, guys, where y'all can see it. And hopefully it'll be bright enough. Okay, so that's pretty bright, isn't it? Now, this is going to be fun. I'm going to let you do it because I got on crafting clothes. Okay, see that little drop? It's going to roll and it'll be all right. Blow on it real hard and see if you can get it to blow the cup. There you go. Oh, it didn't even stick. Well, y'all, you can use it. And I don't know why it did. Well, it did. It stained the cup. But it does work. Let me get another cup. You're going to do it. Hold on. You're going to do another one. This you can do using a straw, guys. A lot of people you're seeing blowing them with straws. You can blow them just with your mouth. You don't have to have a straw unless you're really trying to be positional about exactly where you want your sprays to go. So let's see. I have a lot of yellows. This is an Anna yellow. Again, that's by Christy. It's a non-metallic because there's no BB in it. That's another watercolor. Y'all, they came out with this at Michael's, but that's a watercolor paint or a watercolor ink. I put some out so y'all could see what I was talking about. All right, you ready? Get ready. You're getting ready to do this. That's smearing up. We're going to put that on next. That be good? All right, you get ready to blow. You ready? All right, blow on that drop. Blow hard. Okay. Now, yep, now watch this. I'm going to do one, too, and then we'll go back and fix it. So he did a really good one, guys. I'm going to do a thing and watch. See how you get those splatters coming out? I don't have a whole lot of air. See if I can get in there. So that's where you get those crazy drips. This is the second technique I was talking about.
Christmas without the yellow.
I'll do it. So see, his line is perfect. There's nothing wrong with his line at all. All I'm going to do is use some alcohol ink. I'm going to kind of push it up. Make those lines like we had them earlier. Push it into the purple. I'm going to bring it down some in hopes that it makes my veins a little out of shape. And then I'm going to show you exactly what we've done. Just remember, you're chasing the ink is what we're doing. Okay. Braxton, yours is cool. Look at it. It's just running with it. You see it? Let's see if we can stop it from running right there. So, this is Braxton's.
Do you have to sell the ink before?
No, ma'am. Let it dry. It's kind of like wood grain cups. Y'all, when everybody first started doing wood grain cups, everybody was pushing, seal your wood grain, seal your wood grain. I really hardly ever seal a cup. I think I've sealed one glitter cup in my life, but I was so paranoid, I had so much work in it, there wasn't no way I was going to let it mess up. But you don't have to seal alcohol inks. You have to let them dry for a couple hours because, keeping it real, y'all been with me while we made this, right? When I touch it, it's dry. It's not moving. But if I put epoxy on it, it changes the color and the dynamics of the alcohol ink. So it looks like a wood grain when you epoxy. It turns like that muddy yellow color or a muddy green color. You don't want that. So the same with this. I'd probably let this sit over in the corner. You want to do me a big favor? Go in Grandma's room and look on the dresser with the table. Bring me that piggy bank that I made.
Color.
It's big white piggy bank. It's about this big. Look, baby. It's got all kinds of colors on it right beside the TV. I'm going to show you something I did with a couple of the other grandbabies one day. Doing it in this way. It was the same thing. I bought it at some craft store unfinished. I painted it white and then we did this in a different technique. So I'm going to show you that here in a second. Okay. Just keep that in mind. It's just a little something. Okay. Some people will insist you have to use a sealer, but I promise you I wouldn't lead you in the wrong way. Normally when I've done a sealer, I'll get spots, especially on a wood grain, and then I get really angry because then you got to go back and finish it because everybody knows once your wood grain dries and you go back and try and fix it, you make these big white spots. So it can be aggravating. All right, we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you this piggy bank. So this process of blowing is basically that. Now somebody's gonna say that's a hot mess, but we had the best time making this, and I thought it was freaking adorable. So that's what the blowing gets, where you see all the blow marks. And we just picked different colors. This is when, I think Bella lived here then, didn't she?
Honestly, I don't know.
You weren't here the day we did it? But y'all, this was so much fun. It looks like a hot mess, but I'm telling you, like, and it's not sealed now or nothing. But it's just fun ideas and letting them play. But the stripes and stuff get you something similar to this, okay? Like on the butt. See how the purple looks? So that's the blowing technique. Another thing with the inks is you can do, now this would be a completely modeled cup, okay? You can kind of see how the colors are coming together. And it really, if I put a,
Someone said that's a really cool thing.
isn't it a cool pig? I think I'm going to do a purple because I want to cover one spot. I'm not going to finish this cup tonight because this is more of like, you want to play with it and see which way things are going to go, okay? So I'm going to finish this little spot up right here, because I want you to see with 3 or 4 colors what an area looks like. That's the only reason I'm going to do this area. Huh? Poochie coming?
Yeah, Poochie.
All right, so I'm going to put my alcohol ink right in the center, and we're going to kind of chase it and try and stop it there. Okay? And put a little bit there, there. All I'm trying to do.
Oh, that's a weird color.
See how we got the veins showing here?
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Does it look horrible? Some people don't like this, but I think they're really, really pretty as long as you get your veins looking good. And some of them can get thick.
The purple don't match.
It doesn't match. Why does it not match? We got to find one color we haven't used because I want them to see this one little spot. We've used yellow. Is there an orange? Oh, we got an orange.
We haven't used this. No.
Let's use that. That's a, no.
Remember this one?
Let's use this one. You want to use that? Looks like a pool. You want to do that one? All right, we're going to put a little bit of pool. Sorry, we argue like children here. And somebody's going to say she's so disorganized. Somebody said blue. Look at that. Thank you, Miss Nelson. Y'all, I know it seems like I'm disorganized. I've seen a lot of people's lives who are amazing because they're so together. But sometimes the fun, like I told you, it's been a rough day. And I was supposed to go live earlier, and I had to take my husband to the ENT surgeon. Not for surgery, but we had to go talk to them about some surgery he had in the past. He's having some problems. So, you know, days change by the minute around here. But, y'all, this is supposed to be fun. I'm not trying to get you to conform to my ways by any means. I just want to show you some tricks and some things I've seen that are cool, so you yourself don't have to sit around and watch 30 different YouTube videos trying to figure out how they did a cup, okay? I love to have fun. I'll answer anybody's questions. If you need any help making something or any ideas, because I might need to call y'all one day and say, look, I'm having problems with some creativity issues. Can you help me figure out what would look best for this kind of cup? Sometimes you just need a sounding board to back things up off of, if that makes sense, okay? Once you got a cross, we'll have to tie some string around it and make you a cross. So this is kind of like, I do not like the purple. I overkilled it, okay? I want to show you something, though. You feel like the purple just made it kind of muddy looking. I think a little bit would have been good, but not a lot. All right, so let me show you this. Give me a paper towel right there, because we're kind of crunched in here right now. Okay? So if you don't like it, and you want to start over. Okay, so I showed you the blow technique. That's one, which is super, super cool. And the kids love it. You can put a straw in their mouth, make them blow, and the air kind of goes right where they want it to so they don't get discouraged. Okay? I've shown you how to just spot and do a veiny cup. Okay, and like I said, the purple overtook that, but this can be really pretty when it's covered all the way. Lay a few gold flakes down in it, and ba-boom, you're done. Oh, I got you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. So this is alcohol again, just isopropyl alcohol. So let's say, see how this is just ugly as tar. So we're just going to go in here. It's going to have a stain, like it stains it. But I could wipe this whole cup off if I wanted to. You might have a little residue of a color, like a stain. And I'm actually going to do that real quick, because I'm going to show you something. Okay, so if anybody ever says, you know, like, I'm scared. No, that's alcohol. See why it smells so funny? Kind of like a medicine. Strong, isn't it? Well, this isn't too bad, but I don't have my fan going because I don't want no dog hair everywhere. So, see, you can still see a little bit of a stain where the shapes were. But if I sat here and played with it long enough, I could have this cut back where I could do anything. So, I'll work on that when I'm off camera. So, the other one I saw, this one was super cute for teachers. Everybody gets tired of doing the same kind of cup. Like, what can I make for a teacher? And everybody's doing the pencil cups. Or what can I do? And people are doing the school bus cups. Or what can I do for the coach? And they're doing baseballs and footballs. Those are all still super fun to do. But if it's like an elementary school teacher, the thing they had done is taken really super bright colors. Like the passion purple. Super, super bright. And Christy has another. Which one was that? Cara? You set those up for me because you're a sweet boy. Alright, so passion purple. What they're doing is they're taking any type of cup. And don't look at this. I'm just working with several different things here to show you some stuff. Light purple ink. The light purple Tammy would have looked a lot better. And my grandbaby is decorating me here. I get my head so. I do too, Miss Nelson. Sometimes when I'm by myself, like these are not cup orders, okay? So when I'm doing orders for somebody, whether I'm being paid for it or I do a lot of gifting, if I'm doing something that I want to give to somebody, y'all, I put so much of my heart in it, a lot of times it's hard for me to get rid of them, okay? Huh? Oh. So this is the other thing I saw. People were putting alcohol ink, letting it drip down. Don't tilt it, don't move it, don't blow it, don't do nothing, okay? And then they'll take, all right, you ready to open that for me? You got to use your muscles. It might be tight. Don't squeeze it. It'll splatter on you. And then I'm going to show you another. They're out there working on one of my son's cars. Did you get it? All right, let me have that one. And then, oh, then open. Y'all ain't leaving, are you?
I got to. Jenny ain't got a house
Here.
key.
All right, give me a kiss. They're leaving, guys. Hold on. I love you. I love you. You got both the babies?
I just got one, but she's got Jackson. But y'all are, you and Vince will see me in the morning. Y'all gonna come help me.
Okay, I love you. Be careful. My oldest son and the baby and the other twins with his mama. So look, we got the blue drop we're going to put here. And basically you're wanting it to drip down the cup straight. It's kind of like a crayon box. Y'all ever done that crayon art where you melt the colors of crayons on a canvas thing? Oh, it's so much fun. What, honey?
Can I spend the night?
When? Tonight? That's up to you, baby. I mean, I'm going to be doing some cleaning after a while, but you want to stay? That's fine. I got Jamas here for him.
Alright, I love you, Mom.
Alright, love you. So see this, guys? It's basically the purple, the yellow, the blue. You would do green. You can put them very close together. I'll show you what I'm talking about with the lime green real quick. Hold on, don't bump me, okay? So we're going to put, maybe here in just a second. I'm going to open this one.
Let me see it. Don't break your teeth.
No, this one's tight. I tell you what, we actually want this color. Hold on, baby.
Which one was it? This one?
Yeah, you can work on it for me, okay? So, and then we already have a green, but I'm going to show you how close together you can get these to really get a cool effect. Okay, we're going to let it drip. That's the biggest thing, is letting them drip straight. But y'all, I saw this done with the teacher's name. They did some shape glitter. It was really, really cute. I found some crayon shaped glitter. But you do that, the cup would be basically a solid white, like perfect painted cup, okay? You put your drops of alcohol. Some of them will go shorter. Some of them will go all the way. Some of them won't go that far. It just depends on how much ink you used. Jenny Braxton's going to stay with me tonight. Hey, hey, Denise. LOL. He said, don't break your teeth. Shut up, Green. Y'all, half these people on here tonight are my family. They like to get on here and aggravate the tar out of me. But I wouldn't have it any other way. But I love everybody else that's tuning in and just spending time with me. Like I said, I don't always do perfect, guys. You can make mistakes. Keep in mind, alcohol inks are super cool if you're doing them like this, where you don't have the epoxy on them, because it's not such a bad deal to strip it off or clean it and try it again. So you can play. I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to get off here, okay? Yes, I told Jenny, yes, your son is going to be with me tonight. That's the mama of the twins. I lost this cap, so I have to find it. When you have little helper bees in here, sometimes things get lost. So, We got that. And I think I just put the blue cap on the yellow ink. But, okay. Now, this was the last thing, guys. I do want to show you this. This is really kind of cool. I want to pick a color. Let's see. We'll do this Fiesta. This is a really pretty color. Well, we just decided at the last minute, dear. He asked, as Zach said, come on, Jenny's only got one key, or doesn't have a house key. And he knew you were out there with Jackson, so he was like trying to get him to load up, and he asked if he could stay. So, what are you going to say? No? No. Cotton ball. A little bit of alcohol ink. Works better with a cotton ball, okay? Because you get little textures in it, okay? You can bring it up, make your own designs how you want it to be, okay? These are really, really cool. Now, I'm going to leave it like that because, like I said, I'm going to strip this, but I like that. Who's that? There's my younger son. Y'all see why I don't get on and do that? No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, y'all. I've made some mistakes in my life, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I'd do without my kids and grandbabies. So this is my favorite. This or putting it on with epoxy, okay? And then I'm just going to put another color up beside it so you can see the contrast and how cool. See, okay? You're not leaving yet, are you?
Me? No.
Okay. I'll be in there in a minute. I'm almost
You're
done.
fine. I was just coming to say hi to all the people.
I know. Hold on, let Grandma finish, okay? When it starts getting like this, my craft room's kind of small, and I get a little crowd and start knocking things over, which is typically not the case. I'm trying to find a turquoise, baby. It's kind of like a greenish blue. Don't start grabbing around because those cups behind you are wet. And if you get them wet, then what am I going to do? Or get them touch them when they're wet. That's a yellow.
How many yellows do you have?
Trying to find y'all a good color. So what did I put on there? That bright pink. I would love to find. That's not the one I want, baby. I'm going to do this one. This will be easier, okay? Because that's a blue. Turquoise is kind of like a greenish blue. Kind of like that. Alright, guys. So this is Mermaid. This should be really pretty, but beside that pink, I hope. You okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so we are clustered tonight, y'all. We have... Ooh-wee. Okay. So this is my Mermaid. I'm going to kind of put it up against this pink. Y'all, this pink's already dry. If you've worked with alcohol inks, you know. I do suggest you use some gloves when you're working with alcohol ink, only because you get this. But, y'all, I put acetone on a paper towel and just pat it off. So, you know, it comes right off. But I'm going to show you, like I said, this is my favorite way to do alcohol inks, aside from putting it on wet epoxy. Because I'm going to show you the different ways it colors. So that is the Mermaid up against the purple. So you get the same veiny look. And you actually get a different shade in that. So if you don't see this crazy line from the other technique, you don't see this back here. Isn't that really cool?
Hey, Grandma.
Isn't that cool? Yes.
This part, this black part.
Looks like a cactus.
And it looks like that stuff that's in the water.
Yep, seaweed. There you go. All right, guys, so let's see. There was one more thing I was going to tell y'all about. I do want to see something real quick on this. I got to do one more color up against this because it's making me crazy. So I'm going to use Christy Taylor's Anna Yellow just because I want you to see one more color of this up against it. Who did? Isn't that cool? I love this technique because if you look in this blue, see how it looks like there's different shades? I'm getting some glare. But you got the light blue and the dark blue. Now watch, I'm going to put this, and I touched that while it was wet, but I'm going to put this yellow up against this hot pink, and it's going to cause, of course, that orange, a lighter color to that. I'm going to come in a little bit. I want to change that. That's a little wide. So look at this. See how you add the yellow, you get the orange, you get the pink. You can change the shape, because while ago my pink was really, really wide. I can actually... You can just do anything, but it's different shades and changes the colors. You can do dots everywhere, okay? All right. So these are some different techniques, guys. It's just something fun to play with. If you've got a cup, if you've ever ordered a cup and had a big dent in it and then they don't want to take it back, I usually have a cup somewhere. This isn't one of them that I use as my practice cup. I have one cup in there that I've used over and over and over again for lives, and I strip it. It has a small dent in the bottom. It will not sit flat. You're not going to fix it. Company wouldn't take it back. So it is what it is. But that's my practice cup. I'll try anything. I play with mixatives all the time just to see, because if you've ever used silver or gold and you didn't know how to use it originally, you probably had a mess. So you just play with some mixatives. Okay? All right, Janice is saying she needs her one like that now. I hear you, girl. Well, you know I'll make you one. Let's see what color this is.
My teacher, she said, my teacher, she's like, I like your cup.
Awesome.
But there's another teacher's cup.
All right, so this is it, guys. This is all for this. I'm just trying to find the bottle for this one. Don't know where it is, but I know it's Christy's bottle, so I got to find it. So I got to find a bottle and a cap here in a minute, okay? And we'll find that when we get off here. I'm just kind of eyeballing while I'm here. Now, listen, my whole idea when I started this is I was going to show you these techniques with alcohol inks. I was going to do another coffee tumbler, which really doesn't take that long. How long have I been on? I've been on a minute. I was going to do another coffee cup. The last coffee cup with cream I did was on a white base. So I was going to do a black base because somebody said you get a better look to the cup. So I thought, well, we'll do one together and let y'all compare and see which one you like better and see if there really is a difference. And then I was also going to attempt, but this is even better because this is kind of cool. I was going to attempt to do a firefighter's cup, or have you ever seen the cups that look like flames? So we're going to do this. Y'all are going to vote and tell me if next live, which very possibly is going to be Sunday sometime, probably more towards the late afternoon, before darkish Eastern Standard Time, but I'll post it. Won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a whole family coming over, so I will not be available tomorrow except for questions. If you need to answer a question, I will certainly help you. Would you rather see another coffee cream cup, a glitter cup, or an alcohol ink cup? Okay? Y'all give me an eye what you want to see. When I say alcohol ink, we're talking about a firefighter's cup. It's just a new way on kind of like the flame swirls and things like that. All right, so guys, I'm going to get back in here. I can hear my husband in the kitchen. And we're supposed to be going to get a bite to eat. Really cool. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. I will. He is decorating my hair with something as we speak. Mommy says she loves you. Fireman. My husband is retired firefighter. All right, Miss Mary. You got the #1 first vote. Okay, so we're going to see what everybody else comes up with. I really want to do a firefighter's cup because I haven't done one in a minute since I was in the other house. So we're going to do that, okay? Y'all listen, it's Friday night. It is 9 o'clock. Most people are out having them a ball. Now, Candace wants to see it. I'll do both. It don't hurt. Look, I got 2 turners right here. I can show y'all, okay? We might do both. Seriously, it doesn't take that long. I'm so glad y'all joined me. There are so many things you can be doing tonight other than looking at me on this thing, getting popsicle sticks stuck in my hair, and me looking like a hot manic mess, okay? Which I'm going to have to make me a shirt that says that. But I really do appreciate you guys. Like, times are hard right now, y'all. We're all going crazy. Like, if you weren't bipolar before this started, you probably could be now classified. I've got PTSD and I ain't even had it. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, we're going to say goodnight for now. So I'm going here and see my youngest son, spend a little time with him, spend a little time with Butt here. Have you had a dinner yet? No. This is my monk. He's been my monk since the day he was born. So we're going to go get something to eat, and we will get on it later. Y'all remember something. I know it's really hard, but there's a lot of stuff on TV, and we've gotten sucked into the CNN thing right now, and I just think about stuff and the repercussions. I mean, just, y'all, if we can only remember. There are some people in the world you go, my goodness, who taught you to tie your shoelaces, okay? But at the same time, they're still human, and we still love them, and we still care for them. And then there's some people that'll try your patience and the things that they do in life and the choices they make. You just kind of go, what in the world? Like, were they on the wrong side of the barn that day? But we make jokes about it. But in all, we're all the same. We're built the same. We're made the same. We all bleed the same. Skin color, race, creed, sexuality, none of that really matters. We won't get into politics or religion. I'm not going to do that, and I don't do it on Facebook. That's for my personal, just for me to know. But y'all just tell somebody they're beautiful. Yeah, tell somebody they have, those are the coolest shoes I've ever seen. Or tell somebody their air in their tire looks low. Something to reach out to somebody you've never spoken to before. Don't do it in a creepy way, on the side of the highway. But y'all give somebody a compliment today, or go up and fist bump them, talking about, you know what, you have an amazing day. Just in a nice way. You'd be surprised what a difference it makes in people's lives. Especially, just anybody. I'm isolated. I'm at home with kids all day. I don't really go anywhere. I walk around in these little water shoes and my leggings and my dirty shirts and my hair on top of my head. Half the time I don't have makeup on. And when somebody says hey to you, or your hair looks good, you kind of go, have you been, is it time for your eye exam? But it does make a difference, guys, okay? So I love you. I'm glad you turned in. We are going to do another live Sunday. I just don't know. Nice tooth girl. You stupid. Stop it, Zach. Help him. Lord Jesus, help him. We might do the coffee creamer and the fireman cup if that works for you guys. If there's anything else you're wanting to see. Karen, I haven't seen on here. I don't know if she's watching silently. Karen wanted me to do a V-split cup. And that's when all this mess happened with Facebook. I hit interjoin pages and I couldn't even comment on anything for a week and a half. But she did an amazing job. So I kind of talked to her a little bit. She works full-time, has a full-time life after that, and does tumblers too. But I'm going to see if I can talk her into doing the V-split tutorial for y'all. V-split cup. They're really fun to do. But if you don't know how to do them, they can be tedious. Okay? Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday, and I'll be posting it and letting you know what time. Thanks. Bye. Say bye. Help me. You're so goofy. It ain't.